It is week 5 of the college football season and week 4 for the Butler Grizzlies. This week they're doing something they haven't done yet this year, and that is playing a non-conference opponent. The Grizzlies will go on the road this week to Miami, Oklahoma to take on the NEO Norsemen. And Coach, what are your thoughts on stepping out of conference play?
You know, I think it's good to do, especially this time of year. We've played 3 straight conference games, and it's always good to step out of conference because, again, each conference kind of plays a little bit differently, and so allows us coaches to think a little bit more outside the box and allows our kids to see something different. Plus, it gives us a chance to go to a great little facility, great little stadium, and play a really quality team. So I'm always for this, especially with NEO being so close. It's not really that far for us to go. So I think it'll be a really good game. It's going to be a lot of fun.
This is a stadium in which Butler has had a lot of success. The Grizzlies won the 1981 national title by beating NEO, and then they won 2 games in the early 2000s, and then most recently, in 2018 and 19, you won a pair of bowl games there, one of them against NEO. So must like playing there. Yeah,
it's such a great, that's what I told our kids. Once we get there, everything's right there. It's really close. We don't have a big walk. Our locker room's right there. They've got a great little setup with their press box. They've got a nice little tailgate in the end zone. So I told our kids it's gonna be a big time feel because the fans are right on the field. It's a very tight sideline. So again, it's always fun to go down there and play. And again, anytime that we get a chance to again travel anywhere and represent Butler is always a good day.
All right, Coach, you're coming off a pretty hard-fought win over Independence. What were some of the keys to success in that game in your mind?
Handling adversity, overcoming a lot of it, being a little bit resilient, understanding that sometimes it's not going to roll our way, and understanding that there's always another play and there's always another chance for us to do something special, whether it's on a special team, a defensive play, an offensive play. And so, again, our kids just understanding that every game comes down to the collective group of work. We always preach win in the fourth quarter, and we finally this year we won the fourth quarter. And being able to do that and have some confidence, especially in that last drive when we can put our speed puppies out there and they just go get the quarterback and we finally got a couple turnovers by doing that. So again, just building that confidence week to week and getting them to understand that, again, a 60 full minute game, sometimes there's going to be some things that aren't pretty. There's going to be some things that don't go our way. But again, just understanding the end result is what we want. And we just got to keep battling and keep overcoming that adversity and putting ourselves in position.
Yeah, your defense really stepped up in that fourth quarter. What's it going to take for them to have that kind of success again this week?
Just understanding the scheme, understanding what they're trying to do. Their quarterback has a big arm. He likes to throw it around the field. They get in a lot of different formations. Plus, they've got one of the best left tackles in all of junior college football. So their ability just to have confidence, that's what I told them today at practice, was just understand there's a difference between being cocky and confident. And I think we're leaning more towards we're a confident football team. We know how to execute. We know how to do those things. And each week we just need to fine-tune it a little bit more and understand that one step here, one pass there, it's going to change the outcome of the game. So again, our guys are slowly understanding, a little bit more about what we're doing. And again, we're still learning each other as this season goes, and hopefully we're climbing and starting to peak at the right time. But we're going to have to play a really solid, disciplined football game to win against these guys.
You talked about getting your running game a little more established last week. You took a step in that direction. Do you foresee another step in that progression this week?
Absolutely. Just again, the continuity up front is what's been key. Getting Big Joe back last week and having that left side kind of solidified. And again, just those guys playing together and understanding each other, and then those backs just understanding all these little things. The little nuances of what goes into the run game and all those things. So, again, hopefully we're going to see another big jump, and then, again, just keep building on that and understanding where we got to be.
Any thoughts about your first road trip in over a month now? I mean, you went on the road to start the season at Garden City. You haven't been outside of BG in a while. Yeah,
and typically how we run even home games, it's very, the itinerary is pretty full. So the way we're going to operate is going to be like a normal game day. Just the time that we have off on a home game, we're going to be on a bus. So we're going to kind of keep it as normal as possible and keep them in that routine, because the moment you break a routine, people kind of freak out a little bit. So keeping them in that routine, waking them up, eating breakfast, doing our walkthroughs. And then, like I said, that off time that we have, we'll just be on the bus traveling down there.
All right, that is Coach Brice Vignery talking about his team's upcoming trip to NEO this Saturday. It'll be a 6 o'clock kickoff, Grizzlies versus the Norsemen. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you very much.